Hey guys, so today's video is a get ready with me. I haven't done this in so long because I just didn't really, I don't know, I feel like you feel it when you want to do a get ready with me. Like you feel you got some really exciting makeup. I did it the other day for the Kaleidos and Chantecaille foundation because that was just exciting. It came in, I was really excited about it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. But other than that, you kind of just have to feel it to do it. I feel like when you do a forced get ready with me, you kind of run out of things to say and then it just gets really awkward. So you have to edit out a lot. But today I have just, you know, a nice get ready with me to do for you guys. So before we get into the video, I will be replying to comments. I'm trying to do that more often. So I'd say first hour after posting the video, I'll be replying to comments, having a conversation with you guys. So if you want to, you know, have a chat, comment down below for engagement and for a response. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and yeah, let's just get into it. Also, I recently got this really nice offer in my email where I became a brand ambassador. Me. Yes, I became a brand ambassador for Bubble Skincare, which is actually aimed mainly at teenagers, but of course you can use that at any age. I'm not a teenager anymore and I'm still using these, so it's fine. There are a few products. I have some in the bathroom and some here. They came out with 2 moisturizers. There's this Slam Dunk Hydrating Moisturizer, everything. These actually come in an airtight cap, which is just like the Drunk Elephant stuff, except it's way more affordable. We have, you know, balancing toners. We have toners in mist, moisturizers, clay masks, just cleansers. I have a cleanser in my bathtub right now and I'm loving it. I just really enjoy these products. I think the packaging is super cute. It's just like so aesthetically pleasing. There's this refreshing toner, like the Bounce Back refreshing toner. I might spray it for you guys right now. Just on my bare face. I already did a bunch of skincare, so this is like prepped skin to go. This is a really good mist. I just really enjoy all of these products. So I just thought, you know, I'd let you guys know because I forgot to mention this. I've been the brand ambassador for like 2 weeks and I just didn't let you guys know because I kind of just forget to do stuff sometimes. But I am a brand ambassador, so you can use my link in the description. It'll be under like, once you get through all the stuff, you'll get to like the affiliate links section, which is stuff like brands that I'm actually affiliated with. And it'll be over there. So you guys can, you know, buy yourself some new Bubble skincare. I think it's so cute. So yeah. This isn't a sponsored video, by the way, just in case anyone's like, is this an undisclosed ad? No. If it was, I would tell you that it's an ad. But this is just me saying I'm a brand ambassador from now on. So you'll be seeing more of these products on my channel. How exciting is that? Where did I go all posh for a second? Oh, I don't know. Okay, recently I was doing my project pan and I was going in chronological order with all my foundations. You guys know this. I try to go through cream products in a chronological order because you don't want them to expire. I recently had, you know, a whole foundation expire. It's just not fun. So I started using my It Cosmetics CC cream and then I found out that, you know how I bought this Chantecaille foundation? It's a cushion foundation. So you open this, you get the sponge and then you get the cushion foundation in here. I found out that these cushion products, I literally found this out like yesterday, cushion products dry out very quickly. So if you don't use them up, you know, pretty much straight away, like if you get a cushion foundation, you should use it up straight away. It will dry out. And this foundation was £120. So I will be putting my It Cosmetics CC cream on the back burner for a minute so I can actually make the most of this compact. After I finish this insert, I'll probably go back to my It Cosmetics before inserting a new insert because I have a backup insert that they sent me with the product. They send you 2 of these like inserts. So the other one's not open, so it can't dry out, but this one already has been opened, so it can dry out. So I'm just gonna break some project pan rules and I'm gonna try and pan this product. It shouldn't be too difficult considering this is only 0.42 fluid ounces in this, and it's basically a skin tint cushion. It's like lower coverage makeup, so it shouldn't be difficult to pan this. And then I'll go back to my other foundations before opening the second insert. I love this packaging. I love that you can get refills. I told you guys I wouldn't repurchase the foundation, but I also forgot that you only buy the inserts. So depending on how expensive the inserts are, I'll definitely keep the packaging around. And once I'm out of all of my foundations, I'll consider buying inserts because I don't want to make this packaging go to waste. I think it's a nice and eco-friendly idea to keep a compact around that you can refill, and it will be less expensive, hopefully, to just buy the refills. So I'll check it out, you know? Look how dewy I look because of this refreshing toner. I think it just added so much glow. Oh my god. Oh, okay, Phoebe's barking in the background. That's annoying. Also, we have a lot of construction going on. I'm already going for 5 minutes and I haven't even put on any makeup. We have a lot of construction around, and by a lot I mean like 3 different constructions happening at the same time. Like, welcome to London. I don't think you can ever drive for more than 5 minutes if you live kind of closer to like actual city London. I don't think you can drive for more than 5 minutes without coming across some kind of construction. Like for some reason you're just gonna have construction happening. It's a little bit annoying, I might add. I have so many new favorite products, like favorite makeup products I've been trying. Let me just grab a mirror. You guys know my favorite phrase on my channel is, oh my god, I just dug my nail into this. And it's always because I'm using mirrors that belong to like actual makeup products. So for example, I'll have a palette and I'll just be using the mirror, and then when I'm holding it like this, I'll dig my nail into it. It's not fun. Because of the Colourpop Barbie collection, I can't try it today because a lot of the makeup overlaps makeup that I want to try today. But I got one of the mirrors and it's so cute. It's tiny. Well, it's not that small. You can still see your face, but it's just like this perfect little size mirror. I love it. So I'm using this lately so I don't dig my nails into anything. So that will stop being a catchphrase. You guys told me under one of my recent videos to try this collection because you'd love to see me try it, considering I've never tried Revolution. I'm not a huge fan of them based on just stuff that I've seen, but I'm happy to try them myself, considering it's to do with a YouTuber that I actually watch on a regular basis. So I got just 3 things. I didn't buy everything. So we have this Glow, which is the lightest in shade highlighter they have. I think they came out with 3 different duos. So you have this like tone and then this one lighter, one deeper. It kind of goes with all of the, that's how all of the highlighters look. Even though these are fair highlights, they're not super icy, which I really love. I'm going to swatch it. Oh, that actually feels really nice. Look at that. I think these tones are really nice. They're not super like icy and white. I think that's when it gets a little, you know, but I think these are actually really nice highlights. This is definitely more like thick and like definitely more glowy, and then this one is like, you could definitely sheer it out to be that like natural glow from within. I also have the mini shadow palette. So they came out, I think they have 2 of the mini palettes and 1 big palette. So I got the mini palette, this one. I'm sorry if you can hear the construction. It is frustrating, but I have nowhere else to film, and pretty much you can hear it from any corner of the house because there's literally 3 constructions happening around our house from every side. It's incredible. I love it. I live for it. There's this one, which is definitely warm toned. I'm not really, I don't really use these like cranberry shades anymore, but I love the yellow, and I love these browns up here. There's like this like taupey brown on the side. Yummy. You get this like one for liner, which I love using these shades for eyeliner now, and then you get 2 shimmer shades. Let me just swatch these for you guys. They feel really nice. I don't know, I just heard so many negative things about Revolution. I think I just got turned off by the reviews, but I've never tried it before, so you know, here's the shimmer shades. I think they look so foiled and so nice. I mean, based on these shimmer shades alone, I'm pleasantly surprised. Let me just swatch one of these taupey shades and one of these orangey shades. I'll have to pause filming because of this construction, which is not ideal, but these swatch really nicely. I just blur them out a little bit to give you guys an idea of how it would blend, and these seem really smooth and just super like unpatchy when I blended it out. Sometimes when you blend out with your finger, you can tell that it's getting patchy, but these don't seem patchy at all. So I think based on these swatches, I'm pumped for this makeup. Happy for Soph for doing her thing. Also got one of the lip sets. You know how I feel about buying lip liners, but you couldn't buy these separately, so I had to get the lip liner. This is this like nudie lip liner. Let me just swatch it for you guys. Very nice tone, and it seems very smooth. It seems one of those like Colourpop Kylie Cosmetics lip liners, which is always nice. I prefer those over wooden because I feel like wooden just drags across your lip. This is a lip balm basically you can use to blend out the lip liner, which I think is also a really nice look. Oh, it's very sheer. I'm like really going over it, and then it's showing some pigment, but I think that would be really nice for summertime to like blend out the lip liner, do like one of those glowy lip looks. I think it would just be really nice to try these products out, and I'm gonna give you my review in a minute. But now they're doing construction again, so I have to pause filming this video for you guys and I'll come back. Okay, I think they've temporarily stopped. I don't know if you can hear it because I couldn't really figure it out from the recording. Sometimes you can like, you can't catch things as easily when you're like just listening back to it. Then when you're editing and you get really annoyed that you can hear things in the background, and then you guys get annoyed. So I'm just trying to, you know, work in between the construction, but I don't know when it's gonna end. Anyway, I'm not gonna put on a primer because I feel like I have a glowy enough base right now that I don't need a primer, and I don't really have anything new to show you guys. This foundation is new. I've only used it I used it twice, one for the video and then one the next day, and then since then I just went back to my project pan, but this will now become my project pan, so I'm just gonna be dipping my sponge into there like this. I'm just using my own sponge instead of the one that comes with the compact. I'll keep around the one with the compact just in case I'm ever on the go, and I can't carry my own sponge, but this one works really well. It does shear it out a little bit, so if you guys want more coverage, obviously just use something dry like a brush or like this dry sponge that they're giving you, but I love the look of a like nice sheared out base with the sponge. I think it just adds a little more glowiness, makes it less heavy. This foundation is stunning. Like, I can't even deny it. Like, I blended this out in 2.5 seconds and it just blurred all my pores. It looks incredible. You can like you can double up in some areas, like here I can just go in and double up and it just looks stunning. Like, I can't, it's really expensive. Look how quick that was. This foundation is so beautiful. It's just good. It makes me feel pretty when I'm wearing it. Really enjoy it. It's expensive though. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. It's like a natural luxe concealer, so I feel like it just goes with this whole thing. It gets so messy though. Like, this is atrocious. I'm just doubling up anywhere I have like little spots or anything. This is the look. This concealer is also just very much like beautiful glowy makeup, like so dewy and so beautiful. So it just works well with this foundation for this exact reason. It's a very similar formula, so I like to kind of join formulas that work well together and just seem a little more similar. So this is what we're going with. How have you guys been? I recently got, I can't talk when I'm like putting my mouth like that. I recently got my first dose of my vaccine. It just kind of, I think it depends on your GP, how quickly they're giving out vaccinations. So if you're actually in the UK and you're around my age, like 20 to 30, and they're not vaccinating you, you can, I saw people do this a few months back, you can reach out to your GP and say, right, that if towards the end of the day, some people have cancelled on their appointment and they already have the vaccinations open, because they like some of the vaccines, they come in, like let's say 6 in one. So when you open it, you have to vaccinate 6 people. But if one of them cancels, you could be that 6th person, if that makes sense. So just because you're not in the age range, if you really want to get vaccinated quickly, and you're in my age range, you can reach out to your GP and say, hey guys, could you let me know if someone does cancel on their appointment? I'll be there in 5 minutes. And yeah, they might actually fit you in. My GP is fitting people in because they're vaccinating so many people that they're just like, at this point, come along and we'll vaccinate you, because they're so ahead of schedule. So it just depends on, you know, your local GP. And yeah, you might be able to get yourself slotted in if you have a GP that, you know, vaccinates a lot, or if they had some people cancel their appointments or just not show up, then you can reach out to them. Not all of them will do it. Don't, you know, demand anything, but I've seen it happen multiple times. And you know, the more people they get vaccinated, the better. So they're not really being like fussy. They're not gonna have a go at you for asking, because it's, you know, they want people to get vaccinated. So if someone cancels, instead of putting that vaccination to waste, they can just give it to someone else who's gonna make their country that much safer. So I just think, you know what, go and try your luck. I'm happy to be now vaccinated. It's not like I'm leaving the house. I have 1 dose, so obviously that's still not fully vaccinated, but I just think it's nice to have that peace of mind halfway there. So yeah, I'm hoping that life will start to go back to normal. I'm just setting under my eyes, which I didn't tell you guys about because I just started doing it, with the Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Setting Powder. This isn't necessarily new to me. It's a new one that I got because Pat McGrath had a sale recently. So I picked up one of these again, but it is a new one of this and I haven't used it in a while. I recently finished it in a project pan and it's just such a good powder. I took out the Nabla one temporarily out of my project pan only because it's very heavy, and the kind of makeup I'm doing right now is very much skin tints, low coverage, you know, stuff like that. And I feel like that powder is just a little bit too heavy for that makeup right now. But this powder is just perfect for that look. Like, it's just the right amount of setting versus non-setting. I think it just looks really nice. It's just perfect. So I'm using this one for now. It's super lightweight. And like I said, it's just a little bit more blurring than anything. So I just think it works well with the kind of makeup I'm doing right now. And I don't think I've ever had any base products that don't work well with it. Everything I use it on top of just meshes super well with it. It's really expensive how much product you get, but I think it's just one of my holy grails. Like, if I need a good, solid, safe powder, this is the powder I'm going for. I'm also gonna do the Becca. This is a recent launch for them. I've been talking about this. You guys have told me that you bought this and it had a bit of a hard pan and you don't know how to pick up a lot. What I do is I aggressively pinch my brush and I just, like this. And then you end up picking quite a lot up. So, and then I just dust it all over. Start where you need the most powder and then, you know, blur it out to where you don't need as much powder, and that's how you do it. Then I just tap it around everywhere else just to set, and it gives me the same effect as the Hourglass ambient lighting something. You know which one I'm talking about. I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury palettes. This is the lighter one, and I just go in with the bronzer. This is a new purchase for me. This is basically like a follow-up to the first impressions. I love all of these products. I think Charlotte Tilbury makes some really good face powders, so they always blend out really well. So if I ever need like a solid blendable product, I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury. It blends on top of set, unset, anything. It's super buildable, and the tone is really nice for this one. So I also have a full size of the bronzer that, you know, she came out with the like big huge pans, but that one's really light for me, so I use that one more kind of winter time. But right now it's not like I have a huge tan, but I'm never going with the machine again. I hope you can't hear it, because at this point I've already started doing my makeup. I'm not gonna stop unless it gets outrageously loud. It's so hard when you work from home, because anything like this, and it's just like, yep, that's your day of work now messed up. So I'm back about 2 hours later, and I already have highlight on, which is really sad because I wanted to try today's highlight. I have brows on, I have eye primer on. I'll just get into the story of today, which is the construction was supposed to finish at 5 p.m. That's what they told me. They were like, yeah, after 5 p.m. we'll go, but until 5 p.m. we'll be really, really loud. So like, we recommend just doing things that, you know, don't require a lack of noise. And I was like, okay, I'll accept it the way it is. So I did eyebrows, I did eye primer, I did highlight. It's a different highlight. It's the Barbie collection with Colourpop highlight. This is what it looks like. If you apply it very gently, it doesn't leave a grey cast, but like if I applied more, it would leave a bit of a grey cast. I have to be really careful with this one, but it looks super glowy and, you know, nice. I went to eat lunch, and then they just turned off all the machinery, and it's been turned off for like an hour. So I guess they won't be making any more noise. So I'm just going back to filming today's video. It's been a bit of a disheveled time, but that's fine. I'll still try the highlight maybe on top. I don't know, let's see. The formula on my hand felt really nice, so I'm actually, you know, pleasantly surprised. Oh, for my eyebrows, I tried a new product. I usually don't do eyebrows on camera because they're really boring and kind of tedious, but instead of using my regular brow cheat from Charlotte Tilbury, I used the Brow Lift, which is kind of like ABH Brow Definer, which is one of these ones, like a teardrop shape. And this one is super stiff, but in like a really good way, where it just made it very easy to do the little lines at the front. Because if you, like, I filled it in, you can fill it in kind of like with the thick part, which creates obviously a thick line, and you can very quickly just like fill in sparse areas. But then if you want to, you can create these really tiny hairs, because it's so stiff that it doesn't create like super thick lines. I love this pencil. I don't know which one I prefer now. I love the brow cheeks, it's so small, but this one gave me these super natural looking thick brows. And then instead of using my legendary brow, I used the Brow Fix. It's a clear brow gel, and I actually love this as a clear brow gel. I've been using it all the time. If I'm having like one of those supernatural days where I don't do my brows at all, I'll just set them with the clear gel. It's super natural. It's not going to do like gelling, like actual like sticking things in place, but it just organizes the brows a little bit. I really like it. Also, I already did Luminoso. That's what I was talking about last time I saw you guys. It's Milani Luminoso, and I used this e.l.f. brush with it. Like, the whole name has wiped off now, but it's one of these brushes. That's what I used for blush. And I did Luminoso. This is kind of the update pre-project pan. That video is coming very soon. I've made so much progress on it, and I just love the way it looks. Like, look at this. It's just super glowy and nice. Okay, so that's done. Just to see what the highlight looks like, I just want to apply it on top of the highlight that I already have, which isn't ideal, but I felt the formula and it felt really nice. I think this highlight is actually a really nice, affordable way of having this like super glowy, beautiful highlight. Like, you can see how like glowy this is and how non-powdery it is, because it creates that greasy stain, which I love on highlights. I love the greasy stain. Give it to me. So I'm gonna mix these two together for a good mix. Oh, you pick up quite a lot, so be careful. I'll tap some of that off. Oh yeah, it's very stunning. Super smooth as well, and just really glowy. You can really mix these two together. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. Look at that. I do understand I'm putting on top of other highlights, but it looks really nice even on top of other highlights. I'll use it as an inner corner highlight as well, and do all of that stuff, because there's no inner corner shade and brow bone shade in the palette, which is fine because you can just use the highlight. I actually really enjoy the shade of this. For my skin tone, these actually work much better than the Barbie highlight, but I wanted the Barbie for collector's purposes, and once I'm a little bit more tan, maybe it'll be fine. But this is what this one looks like laid on top of the Barbie. I think it looks really nice. I would actually highly recommend this palette. I think it's, I mean, it comes in 3 different shades, technically 6, but there's 2 per pan. Well, there's 2 per palette, so I actually really recommend these. I think Soph did a great job with these. Well, that was fun. Then I'm going to go into the mini eyeshadow palette. This is the Mini Spice. I'll just go into this shade here as transition and then deepen it with this, maybe a little bit of this, I don't know. Still thinking about it. There's like a small mirror that's perfect for just seeing the eyes, so you don't need to see anything else. Okay, hold on guys, this blends out really well. I've been shitting on Revolution all this time for it to now be a really good affordable brand. Oh my god, hold on. Why is this blending out so well? Okay. It's definitely like buildable pigment. It's not like super pigmented off the bat, which I actually kind of enjoy because you can just control it a little bit more, mainly for like an everyday palette. You do not need all this like pigment from the get-go. You can just build it, and it actually means that sometimes things can look less patchy, and it's just easy to make like a buildable formula than it is to make a good, solid, high pigment, non-patchy shadow. Like I feel like just making it more buildable is the easier way to go sometimes. I love this shade. It's like the perfect like everyday natural shade, right? Like if you just did this mascara and went about your day, I think that would be quite a lovely look. Okay, I think I'm done with this one. So I'm just going to deepen it up with this. I'm just gonna warm it up basically with this one over here. They don't really have names. They just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So going in with this one just to warm things up. Oh, this one's actually lighter. It's not deeper than the taupe shade. It's just lighter, and it can be used to basically warm up the look. That's what it looks like. That's just the taupe, and then you add the orange in to make it just a little bit more, you know, summertime. I think it looks actually really nice, and these do blend out really well. Like I'm not saying they're like luxe eyeshadows, but you can see they work really well. So like, you know, and you can really build this up. You don't need all the pigment from the get-go, and I think this is more than enough pigment from the get-go. But I'm going to take a tiny bit of this one in the middle here. It's like a chocolatey brown, literally just a tiny bit, so I can put it kind of on the outer edge here and then just swing it through the crease a tiny bit, just to like ever so slightly deepen things up. Literally just like the tiniest amount. There we go. Is that enough? I feel like I can deepen up a tiny bit more. This is what I love about buildable shadows, is you can really like go slowly, have control over your look. If there's all that pigment from the get-go, it can get a little bit overwhelming for people. I think so far this look is coming out amazing. I think this will be a nice everyday palette, just like this, right? Like you don't even need shimmer. You can just do one of these looks and call it a night. I think it's just really stunning. The same brush, pinch it, and then just swing all of that on my lower lash line. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the glow on the inner corner and brow bone. I'm gonna use just like a semi-fluffy brush. I've been enjoying doing that lately. I'm gonna mix these two together again and just go on the inner corner. Actually, I'm not gonna tap it off. I'm just gonna pile it on. Oh, I definitely piled it on just to lighten things up. Looks amazing, super smooth. There's no fallout or anything, so that's just really nice. And then just do the brow bone. I think this highlighter palette is really impressive. Okay, so now I'm wondering if I want to do this one or this one. I think I'll do this. It will just do like a nice bronzy look. Oh my god, this is like super foiled. Like you can see it's like moved around because it's so wet. I love this formula. And there's no fallout from this formula. Like I just applied quite a lot. Like I have a lot on my finger and it's not falling out. Just adding that shimmer kind of everywhere. And I'm able to apply it with a like very fluffy brush without it basically flaking everywhere, which is absolutely shocking. This is what that looks like. I think it's just a really stunning everyday look. I'm not upset at all. Okay, for the sake of just trying things, I am going to take this one and apply it bang in the center of my eyelid just to try it out, to be quite frank. This one is, you pick up a little bit less than this one, so it's going to be a little bit more natural. I'm just applying it in the middle. It's like a cool toned, almost lilac-y, silvery something, like a taupe. I think this shimmer formula is super interesting. If this is their like regular shimmer formula, then I'm really impressed. So this is just it with the silver in the middle. I don't want to overdo it because of this formula. I know that at some point it's going to start like bunching up and looking really ugly. So I'm just, because formulas like this are really nice, but if you over apply them, you can get a little bit of like bumpiness and bunchiness because it's that creamy formula. So I'm just gonna leave it right here, but I love what I'm working with right now. Honestly, for both of these palettes, 10 out of 10, affordable. I think these were like £8 each. Super affordable, super like high quality products. Nice cardboard packaging for recycling purposes. I'm really happy with these. The lip liner lip duo. I have a feeling that this is going to be very reminiscent of the Ultra Lip by Glossy that I recently spoke about, as well as the Charlotte Tilbury lip balm. So actually, I have the Charlotte Tilbury lip balm right here. This is in the shade Pillow Talk. So like I mentioned last time, I already have a little bit here, but this is the Pillow Talk. It's obviously more pigmented, but you can blur it out. And then you have the Glossy Ultra Lip in the shade Villa, which I'd say is the closest to Pillow Talk. There you go. So if, like I said, I think I mentioned this in a haul video or a recent video, there's like no difference between the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk and the Glossy Villa, but this is essentially like half the price. Do you see that? Very interesting. So I have a feeling this is going to be a very similar formula that's very popular right now because it's, you know, summertime. You don't want to wear like matte lips. I'm going to just line my lips. Maybe just do like the Cupid's bow. I love the shade of this lip liner. And I also love that it's not too pigmented. I know that sounds really weird, but sometimes like if you're trying to do a natural look, an overly pigmented lip liner can just make it look a little less natural. And I feel like this one is super natural. This is basically a My Lips Were Better look. Like it's overlined without looking like I overlined. Press it together for that natural overlining magic. And now I'll just do the lip balm thing to blur it together. Yeah, it's essentially just like a gloss and a stick. It's like very similar to the Ultra Lip and the Pillow Talk. This one's just the least pigmented, whereas the other ones have actual like pigment for them. This is the colour. It's almost corally, kind of. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do mascara, setting spray. I have nothing new for those. I'm still using the Huda Beauty. I'm still using the Charlotte Tilbury and Fasali setting sprays. I think the lips look super nice. There's no like patchiness, no. Sometimes, you know, with more affordable lipsticks, sometimes they do that thing where they'll like start getting like swipey. Like you can see where you swipe the lipstick on. This does none of that. Looks so good, so natural. Just looks like I'm wearing lip liner and lip gloss, but without some of the like thickness of lip gloss. Like this just feels super natural. This is so far where we're at. I'm gonna just do my mascara. I'm glad I could finish this video today. I was in such an awful mood that I couldn't finish my video today, but I'm glad that it seems to have died down. Also, I was getting a migraine from how loud it was in here. I do understand renovations are important. I'm not a brat. I do get it. I do get people to renovate their houses, but yeah, I was basically getting a migraine. I was just like, ugh, such a bad day. But now I'm able to finish my video. My migraine's kind of gone. And all's good and well in the world again. Okay, so I think that's it. I think I did everything, just finished my mascara. So just to go over everything, I did my Chantecaille foundation. That was really nice. I love it. I'm still using it. It like blurs my pores and stuff. The Pat McGrath powder is always amazing. Milani, great. Charlotte Tilbury palette, I'm in love with. I think I'm going to travel those palettes. I think they're just great. The Barbie highlight, great. But yeah, I have to be careful there because of my skin tone. It can give me a little bit of a cast. But then we have the Revolution stuff. Really good. This is super smooth on the face. It doesn't look powdery at all. It looks like a cream blinding highlight. Please check these out. I think they're incredible. I also did obviously the eyeshadow palette using these 3 shades at the top. I think this will be great for eyeliner. I love doing a powder eyeliner recently. It's my favorite eye look to do. I use both of these, both stunning. This one more foiled than this. Well, this one's more pigmented than this one, but they're both incredible. Super blendable, nice buildable pigmentation. I think these are so good to work with. Lips, I think this lip liner is like My Lips Were Better. I'm going to use this a lot all the time. I love it. I'm adding it to my makeup bag. And then this is essentially just like a wonderful lip balm. I think it's so good for summertime. I love this corally shade for summertime as well. I think this will be great. And it basically works the same way as the Glossier and the Charlotte Tilbury. So if the Charlotte Tilbury was out of your price range, the Glossier was a great alternative. And if the Glossier is out of your price range, I think this whole duo of lip liner and lip balm are about £8 as well. So this is £4 each. Bargains are being made here. I also used obviously my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away concealer. I love it. Great, comfortable, buildable, natural looking concealer. I love this brow duo, brow lift and the clear brow gel. So good from Charlotte Tilbury. Such great brow products. And I was supposed to use the Colourpop Act Natural Mascara and I just completely forgot about it, so I used the Huda. I'll use these a different day for a more natural look. I feel like it just wouldn't go with this look, so that's a good thing. Yeah, everything just looks so blended. So I'm so proud of this eye. I think it just looks like a high-end, classy eye look. Like I'm just, like up close it's all blended and shiny. Like look at this. Like this looks like expensive makeup. Of course the Chantecaille and the Charlotte Tilbury are expensive. The Charlotte Tilbury palette is expensive, but Milani is affordable. The Revolution and Colourpop affordable. The eyeshadow affordable, lips affordable. So guys, let me know what you enjoyed, what you didn't. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below anything, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.